Hello guys, back with me. It's been a long time since I make a video about Flutter and I think it is time to start again. So in this video, I will try to explain to you some method that I think has huge benefit to your app. Have you ever had a case where you need to update a state in your page but you don't have a direct access to it? Like in this example, I want to change this note text here, but instead from this page, which is home page, I want to change it from detail page, from here. How to do that? There are several methods available like using state management like block, provider, or report one. But if you don't want or can't use those methods, here's another method you should consider. We will use a stream class that has already built into Flutter and create an event broadcaster, or some people call it event bus, but I will call it event broadcaster. And here's how. First, I have already have this project template that has a simple app that has two screens. The first one is homepage and the second one is detail page. And then you need to package. The first one is Get It for storing your event broadcaster, so it will only have one instance through the whole app. And the second one is Equitable. It is equivalent classes, so like when you want to compare the classes, you will need this package. And the third one is GoRouter. You can use AutoRoute or basic navigation from Flutter. It is your choice, but I will use GoRouter. And in this template project, I have set up my app route, the theme, and the screen, this homepage and this detail page. And yeah, let's create our app event broadcaster. Let's call it in here, call app event broadcaster. In this app event broadcaster, we will have this class. We'll import this Get It. We will import the Get It class. We will import the Dart asynchronous for this one, and we will create an app event class in here. Event data. Right. App event. No. This is not a folder. This should be a file. In this app event, we will create a simple sealed class with equitable package. Okay, and let's import this. So I will try to explain to you how this app event broadcaster works. First, we will have an instance of it. We will get it from Get It package, so we will get the same instance through our whole app. So yeah, if you call it in homepage or detail page, it will have no problem because it will share the same instance of app event broadcaster. And this one, we will push into the controller. We will push our app event to the controller. This one. The controller is a broadcaster, stream control broadcaster, a controller where a stream can be listened to more than once. So if you have a listener like on 2 or 3 pages or 2 or 3 widgets, you can do that because this controller can be listened more than once. So I will use stream controller broadcast. And this one is and the second function is a dispose functions to close our stream controller after we done with it. Like if the app is closed, then we will dispose this controller, this stream controller. And the third one and the most important one is a listen method. A listen method will listen when the controller has a new data. When we push an app event, it will get listen. And this listen, you should register it in a widget or in a page that want to listen to this app event broadcaster. I hope my explanations is clear. So let's continue to implement in our pages. On our home page, this one, we will register it in this homepage where we want to listen to change from detail page, we will register app event broadcaster like this. Make sure this is a stateful widget, right? Make sure this is a stateful widget, and we will register it like this. We will have our stream subscription of app event, and on the init state we will listen to our app event broadcaster. We will create this one, void listen app event, and don't forget to close this single listener or subscriptions. Event broadcaster dot close, cancel, and text files. And yeah, this is simple. This is only simple. This implementation is really simple because we just only need to specify the subscriptions and listen to the app event broadcaster. What we listen is in here. So this method will get called every time app event broadcaster has a new event. So you can do something like if let's have another class in here. Let's call it notify home event with text data on it. You can do like a really huge or small parameter on it. Like if you want to have a class, if you have to have a number or JSON, anything, basically anything, you can have it as a parameter. But now I will have only text because we want to change this text from the detail page. So I will have only one. This. So for example, if the event is notify home event, what will we do about this event on the home screen? What will we do is we will change the text notifier value to an event value, event.text, and yeah, that's it. That's basically it. And on the detail page where we want to push or to notify home page, we could only just do like this, app event broadcaster dot push. What we gonna push? What we gonna push is notify home event with the data is the value from the text field, and that's it. Let's hot restart this one. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, because we use Get-it in here, we get our app event broadcaster from Get-it. We need to register our app event broadcaster in Get-it. We need to register that also, and I will register it on this main module.init. In here, I will just register our app event broadcaster. Register as a lazy singleton, so when we need it will create right away. And yeah, our app is working fine, and let's try it. Let's type in here anything that I put or something I write in here will show in home page. I do nothing in here, I back press, and here's what we wrote in the detail page. So our app event broadcaster is work. To test this, let's have a login here. This is an event text, and we'll name it app event. So every time, so every time I type in here, like for example, I write notes. Every time I type in the text field, my home page will get notified that there is an event from detail page that notify you should change the text notifier to this event.text, to this value. So basically, you can notify anything from detail page to home page, or from detail page to home page. This is only a simple example you can use this in a method like in a use case, like for example, if you have a notification counter or notification information in your homepage, like you have 9 notification, 8 notification, or 10 notification, and you have already clicked on one of the notifications, you need to update the number, right? Because you already clicked on the notification, you should decrease the number of the notifications on your homepage. You can do that by using this event broadcaster. Or for example, if you have a profile page and edit profile page, you have already edited your profile page and you want to refresh your actual profile page to the latest data, you can use this. Just listen to an app event and notify when the edit profile is success, you need to refresh your profile page. You can also do that. So yeah, there are a lot of use case you can use, or yeah, you can use this package, use this method. And I have already have my writing article. If you don't really understand on the video and you would prefer writing article, I will put that on the YouTube descriptions. So yeah, this is a method that I personally use if I want to notify some page or some widgets when I don't really have direct access to it. I hope this video is helpful. See you on the next video.